To the Bernie supporters on this app who still refuse to support Biden, my question to you is, who are you serving and who are you helping?
It seems to me that you're shaming people for not voting for Biden, and that's not a good thing to start off with. Shaming people for not voting for your candidate and doing what you exactly want to right at that moment. People have choices, and people have chosen not to vote for Biden because they don't like his policies.
You get no brownie points for posturing ideological purity.
Who's saying that people are voting for brownie points for not voting for Biden? That's not why they're not voting for Biden. People have several reasons why they're not voting for Biden. It's different and it varies if you ask each person why they're not voting for Biden or why they're not voting for Trump or anything like that. So people are not posturing like brownie points or anything like that. No. They're just saying, I don't like this candidate, therefore I'm not voting for him, or I'm going to vote like third party. People have a choice to do that. I go and shame people into saying, oh, why didn't you vote for my candidate the way I wanted you to do? No, that's really silly.
You don't help anyone because you feel better about not voting for him.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
You know what does help people? Having a president who believes that we need to get healthcare to more folks.
It's clear, even without the partisan obstacles of a nihilistic Republican opposition, Democrats have failed to build any affordable carrots, not from lack of good intentions, but because of the fatal complexity of the law itself. Complexity has kept the media from reporting on Democratic failures to build on its own law, which has created the space for Biden to be able to pretend that he's able to do so. But ultimately, it's as if the party still hasn't figured out how to get the lights to work in the House, but are confident the answer is an expensive addition. It has been 10 years since the Affordable Care Act was signed into the law and 6 years since the exchanges started, but many Democratic states still aren't effectively managing their marketplaces. This has not been due to malice, budget constraints, or industry oppositions. It is mainly because the system creates such a complex series of counterintuitive provisions that most state policymakers don't understand the law or how to maximize every leveler at their disposal. So Biden wants to add on to an already complex law. Many states don't know how to figure it out yet. So he's going to make it even more confusing. So that's basically his healthcare plan is the Affordable Care Act, and he plans to add on to an already complex and intricate law that many people still haven't figured out yet. So why in the world would you want to do that in the first place?
Maybe not as many folks as you and I want, but more folks. You know what does help people? Having a president who believes climate change is real and happening.
Biden's climate plan embraces Green New Deal goes beyond Obama-era ambition. So basically, Biden's climate plan involves the Green New Deal as a center focal point. But here's the problem with that. In how the Green New Deal, renewable energy mining would harm humans and the environment. Author Paul Dressen explains how if the GND were enacted, an attempt would be made to replace all electricity generation in the United States from fossil fuel and nuclear sources, with that generated from wind or solar sources. To replace all these sources, Dressen makes a conservative estimate of almost 19 billion solar panels would need to be constructed and installed, covering an area roughly the size of New York and Vermont combined. He also cites a study from researchers at Harvard University that estimates the amount of land needed to power the country by wind and energy would be equal to roughly a third of the continental United States. To dramatically ramp up wind and solar electricity generation to this extent would necessitate an unprecedented worldwide expansion in mining, says Dressen. And those mining operations will rely primarily on fossil fuel powered heavy equipment, since battery powered equipment for enormous industrial operations does not exist. So basically, the Green New Deal is basically hypocritical and does not help the environment at all. More, it would hurt the environment. So Biden's climate change plan, sitting around this Green New Deal, would do more harm to the environment than good.
You know what does help people? Having a president who will name a vice president that is a woman who will defend women's rights.
So why don't you pick a VP, regardless of gender, and just go with the qualifications of who will be the most trusted VP and who has the most experience and who's up to snuff for the job. Also, saying, I'm going to have a woman as a VP kind of seems like you're using it as more of a marketing strategy to say, hey, vote for me. Hey, vote for me. I have a woman as a VP. Come and give me your votes. I did exactly as you asked. It kind of seems more patronizing than anything, and also, it's also pandering.
You know, it does help people having a president who will name people to courts for every level of this country that defend Roe versus Wade.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
You know, it does help people having a president who believes in increasing welfare.
Federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans benefits. I meant every single solitary thing in the government.
It might not be everything that we want, but some progress is better than no progress, and we can't claim to care about issues if we don't support them right now.
So let me address your first point. You're saying some progress is better than no progress. What progress has Biden made? Tell me. Name 1 ounce of progress that Biden has made. So far, from what I've seen, he hasn't made much progress at all. If anything, he's been taking steps backwards in his campaign. A bunch of steps backwards from what I've seen. So the progress that you claim that he made, he hasn't made it at all. And he just got in there to the DNC nomination because the DNC wanted the problem of as his next guy to defeat Trump. But in reality, he's going to get steamrolled by Trump in a debate, and it's going to be an easy win, and he's going to get elected once again. So he hasn't made much progress at all. And you're saying we can't claim to care about issues if we don't support them right now. You do realize people can support issues that they care about without having to vote for a specific candidate, right? So I just wanted to let you know that people can do that.
Enough with the bullshit, period.
So that's the video. Links to all the sources that I used in this video will be in the description below. If you want to follow me on my Twitter, it's going to be at BLK_Texan. And see you later, my honorary Texans.